Brook, you are the MVP of this arc. You're the first one to damage a Yonko. You make it out of basically a 1v1 with a Yonko. You lay in bed, technically, with a Yonko. You escape with your life. And then now, you did more damage to a Yonko. Brook. My boy Brook. You... That was spectacular. I cannot believe that final part of this chapter. Just all of this chaos is going on. All of a sudden you just see this little Luffy mask pop out of the side of the panel like, peek. And then you just see the picture on the table and then just wham, just smacked it with a hand. Oh my god. And the funny thing was, like, there's two funny things about that final panel. He's like, yo ho ho, and then you see on the left, who is this Luffy? I'm like, really? Brook, that was so good. Like, I was in tears when I saw that final part of this chapter. I was in legit tears of laughter just because the way he just casually walks up to the pictures like, boop, and just breaks it. And while everything is going on, Big Mom is getting embarrassed because Jinbei's soul is not getting sucked out. The cake is destroyed. Katakuri's getting all pissed off with Jinbei. I mean, just all this stuff going on. All this chaos. And then you have just Brook just come up like, boop, and it's gone. It's picture's dead. And oh my god, I just cannot wait to see Big Mom's reaction in next chapter and everybody's. That was hilarious. So, besides that, I want to talk about something that many might have missed in this chapter, and it was really, really funny. Actually, there's two things. You know what? I take that back. There is a lot of things that are really good in this chapter. It was a good blend of comedy and action, progression, badass moments, all of that throughout this chapter. It was just one of those grade A chapters, like one of the best chapters of this year of One Piece. That's how good it was. And one of the moments that really took me a moment to kind of grasp, and I had to reread the chapter to understand, was the moment with Katakuri when he looks at Jinbei and he's like, stop analyzing me. And at first, I'm like, what's he talking about? I remember I was looking at that, and I didn't really understand it at first until I reread the chapter. And when I looked back at that panel, and then I looked at what happened after that, I'm like, wait a minute. You're telling me this man, Katakuri, he was saying stop analyzing me to Jinbei before Jinbei even analyzed him. Like, what? Like, what? Like, that was, this man is complaining about the future. He was yelling at future Jimbe. He was like, stop analyzing me. He was yelling at this man before he even did it. He was upset with him. He's like, stop saying everything about me, asshole. That really took me back for a second. I was like, did that just happen? Did Oda just do that type of joke with Katakuri? Like, I want that to be an ongoing gag. That needs to be an ongoing gag with this man. The way he just said something like that. He's like, stop analyzing me. And he wasn't saying it about that moment. He was just looking into the future. Funny stuff. But then, another great moment, which, oh my god, Gastino. When all of them are leaving into the mirror and all that to go to the cake and then, start this, chaotic party, this wedding party, Gastino's just sitting there with a little net after everybody calls him trash, he's scum or whatever. And you just see the man like, he's just crying, and the man is crying, like, the man is so sad, like, this face was so sad, I'm like, oh, like, I know you're a scumbag, Caesar, I know you are, but just seeing the man get all upset and sad when he was called human scum, and you just see his face all watered up, and his face looks sour, like he was just all upset. That had me. That really had me. And there's just so many moments throughout this chapter I was just smiling and having a good time. But there is one moment that beat all of those moments. Like, one of the best moments. Besides all of these little things, okay, that made me laugh. There was one moment that really made me bust a gut. And that was when the cake exploded, Luffy's coming out, and all of a sudden you have it to where Capone, he's thinking in his head like, oh, you big buffoon, all that. No way he would reveal himself and all that. Like, he's just pretty much saying Luffy's not that dumb. All of a sudden, next panel, literally the next fucking panel, Luffy's like, I'm here! And Capone's face, Capone's face was so fucking good. Like, the man's face was so good. Like, the man was like, oh my god. He's like, why? Why would you do that? That was so good. Like, when you see Capone saying, like, there's no way he's that dumb to do that. Next page, Luffy's like, I'm here. Capone's like, he's like, he just fucking did. Like, why would he do that? And then Big Mom looks at us like, I'm coming for you, I'll kill you. Just like, oh my god. Capote's face, that is definitely something that needs to be saved. Because that is one of the best faces in this series. Just the way this man reacted to Luffy just saying that. And he's like, why in the fuck would you do that? That was just good shit, Oda. Just good shit. Quality right there. That really had me just laughing. So, one last funny moment of the chapter, which kind of goes along with a serious aspect as well, is the fact that the bird dude, I don't know exactly his name or whatever, he's like, this is big news, a big scoop. He was saying that a lot throughout this chapter, almost everything that Luffy and others were doing, and I feel like once this arc is done, that there's probably going to be a bounty jump. Like, the bounties are probably going to increase for the individual Straw Hat because of what's happening here. I mean, let's just put this in perspective, okay? Let's say that, you know, they do leave the island, and they cause some crucial damage. They really embarrass Big Mom a lot. I mean, it's already embarrassing what's going on here, but they make it even worse. Big Mom's reputation is just going to be smeared all in the mud, and Luffy's bounty is going to increase. That's a given. And on top of that, Capone's as well is most likely going to increase too, because of him being there, and he's going to be a part of it. And then Jinbei as well, him officially announcing he's part of the Straw Hat crew. What a badass way to join the crew. That was just brilliant. Good shit, Oda. The way Jinbei just stated that he was a part of the Straw Hat Luffy's crew, I was like, oh my god, that's probably one of the best things to say to announce that you're joining his crew. That was just epic. And let's kind of discuss that, okay? That was just such a good moment. Jinbei. This man has been built up for so many chapters now to join the Straw Hat crew. It's something we've all wanted to see for a very long time. He finally has kind of joined in these recent chapters, but he officially said he joined in this chapter when he announced what he wanted to say to Big Mom. And what's crazy about this is that Jinbei was already fully aware of what Big Mom was capable of, and he did not give a shit at all. So, Jinbei walks up to Big Mom and is like, I am quitting. I'm done. This is my resignation to your crew, Big Mom. I'm no longer a part of your crew. And Big Mom's like, you sure you want to do this now? You sure you're willing to give up your life, your lifespan? And Jinbei's like, take as much as you want. I don't care. I'm no longer a part of your crew. Big Mom asked the question with her Devil Fruit ability, life? Or leave or life? And Jinbei's like, life. And she said it again, just to clarify, and nothing happened. And what we saw prior to that was that Big Mom's ability can actually make it to where if you have any fear of death, she rips out your soul and you're dead. And so, this ability, in a way, is very, very OP. Like, it's a broken ability. Like, it's beyond broken as ability. Now, there's a couple of characters in the series, obviously, that this ability wouldn't work on, which I'll talk about in a moment. But overall, though, this ability that, you know, Big Mom has, which can one-hit KO people, because she can make it to where if you feel any fear, she'll just rip your soul out, you're dead. Insta-death right then and there. And that's a powerful ability, and it makes sense for a Yonko to have this type of ability, because a Yonko is like one of the strongest pirates we're aware of, and because of that, we assume they would have some very broken-ass abilities. And when you see Big Mom have this ability to where she can yank your soul out, if, you know, you have any fear of death, it fits. It definitely fits. And it also fits with what we have seen from Big Mom's character. Because, number one, Big Mom, she's very cruel. She's savage to anyone that she's related to, or even people she's not related to. She's very mean to them. And a lot of, you know, the people around Big Mom fear her. They really fear her. So, obviously, if Big Mom turned her ability over to them, they would instantly die. This is an ability that is very powerful, and it scares a lot of people. And so, the normal person that Big Mom ever faces, obviously, she could insta-kill them. It would just be death right then and there. And so this ability is broken, and it suits Big Mom's character and what she has been shown to be throughout this entire arc. But then it doesn't just stop there, though. Also, this ability does have its weaknesses. Even though it's broken, there is some people in this series that obviously would not be affected. Number one, the will of D, or the Ds. For instance, Monkey D. Luffy. We know for a fact the Ds probably wouldn't, have that ability from Big Mom affect them at all. The only one I could see this ability affecting him would be probably Blackbeard. He's the only one I see that would probably get his soul sucked out. But when it comes to the normal, Ds and all that, most likely they'd be completely fine. It wouldn't bug them at all, because they smile at death. They literally laugh at death. They just put a smile on before death. They don't really care. And so because of that, Luffy obviously wouldn't be affected. We know anyone that has the D title most likely wouldn't be affected. The only one that would be Blackbeard, and also a couple of other characters throughout the series as well. I mean, Jinbei as well. I mean, what we saw in this chapter. Most likely, a lot of the Straw Hat crew would be very similar to Jinbei. The only characters I say that necessarily need to worry is probably Nami, Chopper, and Usopp. And I would say Carrot, even though she's not part of the Straw Hat crew. But, these characters right now, they're the ones that need to feel like if they fear at all, they're going to die, and those are the only characters I can see being affected by Big Mom's ability. However, the way Jinbei was talking, and the way he's like, why should I fear a measly Yonko? Badass line, by the way, like, holy shit, Jinbei, those balls right now, like, you got some big-ass fucking balls. Like, those balls are something fierce, because, damn, what you said to Big Mom was just, like, something you shouldn't say, but he's like, I shouldn't fear a measly Yonko, and I'm like, boy, like, you going in, Jinbei, like, you not holding back that fire you're just spitting out this chapter, like, damn. But, besides all of that, though, obviously, some characters won't be affected, and this is a weakness to Big Mom's ability. Even though it's a broken ability, the strong fighters, people that have been facing a lot of threats throughout their, entire life, obviously, this wouldn't affect them at all, so it shows that they, wouldn't die. Now, obviously, there's other characters, even stronger characters out there that most likely would die to this ability, because, I mean, even if they're strong, if they have any fear of death, automatically they would die to Big Mom's ability. So I don't feel like, normal pirates would be, completely unaffected either. I mean, they would most likely, some of them would die too. I mean, let's look at it like this, okay? The only characters I can see a part of the Yonkos that wouldn't really worry, actually, all the Yonkos I don't think would worry about death. I mean, Whitebeard, he obviously wouldn't care at all because of what type of character he was. Let's see, Shanks obviously probably doesn't give a shit at all. We know for a fact Kaido, that man just is suicidal. He doesn't care. I mean, he would actually probably want to feel fear, but he most likely wouldn't, just for he could die to Big Mom. So, obviously, he wouldn't be affected either. And Blackbeard is the only character I would assume that would, be affected. But, I don't know. I don't know if that's ever going to happen, if those two will ever face. So, yeah, this ability. Interesting stuff. I like Big Mom's ability in the way it was kind of dived into. But anyways, though, one thing I want to discuss is the fact that Katakuri is also a user that can also change the shape of his body, and he has a very broken Devil Fruit ability. He already has some crazy hockey, but now his Devil Fruit ability puts him into a way to where only hockey can affect him. I'm like, bro, can this man not become any more broken? I feel kind of bad for this character, actually, in a way, because Katakuri, after doing all the stuff he was doing for Big Mom in this chapter, Big Mom just pretty much shits on him. She's like, you're a lowly child of mine, stop getting in my way. I'm like, yo, Big Mom, what the fuck? Like, this dude is going out of his way to help you out, making sure shit doesn't go wrong. I mean, you just call him a lowly child? Like, you are a horrible person. Just saying that. I mean, I might not be on Katakuri's side, but that's fucked up to say, especially to your ally. It's just like, bro, like, you need to chill, Big Mom. Like, once again, gonna reinforce the fact that everything that's going on right now in this arc is thanks to Big Mom. Like, her entire attitude and the way she treats everybody is why this happens in the first place. So, yeah. How do you feel about this chapter of One Piece? Did you enjoy it? Did you hate it? How do you feel about all the little things that happened throughout this chapter? I love you all so much. Please be safe. Chibi out.